What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to yet again another Getting to Know the Artist. I am Wiggles, and today we are here with none other than Gloom, spelled with double zeros, not O's, zeros, baby. But not to say that he's a zero. This man's doing his thing. He's making moves. This year's been his year, and he landed on the Gatherings set list. Welcome in, man, and I appreciate you taking the time to come slum it with me.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure.
Rosen quietly. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I don't know if you can see the comments, but I will periodically do this, and it will highlight them and put them right there at the bottom of the screen or whatever as they start rolling in or whatever.
Yeah, I can see
So
it now.
there's that. But we're just gonna jump right in, man, with my first question for you, and that is, what is your name? Where was you born and raised, and where do you currently live right now?
James Arnold, born and raised in Memphis, Tennessee, man. Staying out in Orange Mountain.
Okay, okay. You ever move any?
I've moved a few times. Moved out to Nashville. I've lived in Wichita, Kansas. I think I lived in Mississippi for a little while, but nothing too crazy. I'll always end up coming back to Memphis, though.
Yeah, hell yeah, home is home. I feel it.
Of course.
Okay, that's straight. So this next question I have for anybody watching, let's just do like kind of a briefing. Gloom, how about you just tell us your ties to the Juggalo culture, where it started for you, and that will kind of help me like navigate this question.
I can honestly say I first heard of a juggalo in my 10th grade history class. There was a girl that she like sat in the back of the class. She was like a diehard juggalo, that's for damn sure. But when like I didn't really know what it was at the time, because at the time I was like super into deathcore and death metal and stuff like that. I never really got into rap till like damn near way later on in life. And like even I guess like my ties really started with the Juggalo community about like in November, which was kind of crazy because I was in Nashville at the time. I was crashing at a friend's house, and there's a venue here called Growlers. So I went on the website, just kind of just seeing what shows were available to see if I could like open one and shit like that. And I saw Ouija Mac was like on like their event list. So then I was like, oh shit, I've heard of him. So I hit up the GM, and it was so fucking ironic. The GM, I asked if there was any opening spots available, and the GM was like, I was gonna ask if you wanted to play. Yes, it like, dude, it was that fucking ironic. And I was like,
Wow.
hell yeah, I'll fucking play that shit. And like the day of the show, that's one of the only shows that I played where there was already a line outside of the door. So
Man,
like,
Jugs show up.
yeah, and like that's one thing that like actually made me happy, because like here in Memphis, like I have to play like mixed genre shows. So I'll have to play with like a hardcore band, or I'll have to play with a death metal band. People out here, they show up to shows like that, like they're not going to show up for rap shows. So it's kind of that's why I'm like so underground
So
now.
Tennessee is really like country locked in type beat or rock metal. They ain't
Uh,
listening to no rap. I mean,
unless
I'm sure, but you know.
It's like unless you're already a well-established trap rapper, ain't nobody even trying to support no shit like that for some reason. And then like
Okay.
even with my music, it's so dark and shit like that. Like people out here don't really care for it. That's why I have to get on like hardcore shows and death metal shows, because
Right.
like people within like the metal community and stuff, they fuck with it. But again, like being out in Memphis, like it's literally just nothing but trap artists that make it out of here.
Right,
Like,
right.
but like
Um
even with that Ouija Mac show, like that was the first show that I ever played where I heard people like fucking screaming while I was playing, and that
yeah.
that was like such a different feeling, because I was like, holy shit, these people actually fuck with what I'm doing.
Now, so like for instance, the song they used that you have on like the Gathering site, I think it is called what? Bone Carver? Am I saying that
Yeah.
wrong?
No, it's Bone Carver.
Okay, it's Bone Carver. I'm kind of going out around, but where does that song resonate from? Because you're being honest with us, which I'm so glad that you are. You're not trying to be like, oh no, man, I've been a jug, whoop whoop,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
no, please be yourself. But I'm
Yeah,
saying that song fills jug, so.
dude, oh my god, like
I'm just asking where it came from. Was that just a random, riff?
that,
Something that just
that,
came up, or is that your
that
normal
song.
style of music?
Yeah, I guess at one point in time, like I really toned into my lyrics and stuff like that. And I came across this dude named Bile on YouTube. It's all you gotta do, type in produced by Bile. And I came across that fucking beat, and I was just at work and I couldn't get that beat out of my head. And the way that my rapping is, I'm not about to just be rapping to be rapping. So like it's just the way that my mind is, I guess. My mind's like sort of always in this dark ass place. So it's like I can always just write lyrics and not talk about myself. I can
Right.
make my lyrics about just an entity, I guess. And like that was the song that like everyone was cheering on whenever I was playing that Ouija Mac show, because like it was the first fucking song that I played, and I don't think people expected to hear what they heard.
Yeah, no, that's what I didn't know who the hell you were, man. To be dead honest, until the Gathering announced you and said, then I got a little snitch list that I'm not allowed to share, but I
Yeah.
kind of know some people that are gonna be on stage, and I heard that song though, and I'm like, wow. I wonder if he is really a jug or this is just, it definitely has our vibes, so it's definitely a perfect
Um,
fit.
the
And then you have a.
community,
Go ahead.
the community itself welcomed me in after that show, and it was. I can honestly say from that day forward, I was like, these are literally the people that like understand my music. Like they show me fucking love, and I don't get that type of fucking love in Memphis, which is fucking crazy to say. Like,
Right. You have another one. It's irresistible or invincible or invisible, maybe. What's this?
no,
Do,
no.
do you got a song? It starts with an I. I swear to God. I looked up your YouTube and there's that song, and I swear you have another song that's like man. Give me just 1 second here, and I'll see if I can.
You might be thinking about Nightmare.
Oh, that might have been it. I think I even sent it to you like in our messenger
Yeah,
chat or whatever.
yeah.
Nightmare. Okay, yeah.
I think
That one's is that
I think Nightmare was the first like serious video that I did whenever I like started taking this like darker route with my raps.
okay?
And
Yeah.
like kind of, dude, it was just kind of all gas, no brakes after that shit.
At any rate, folks, those are the first two songs that I actually found of his. They announced the Bone Carver, and then Nightmare. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That was all good.
And instantly, like I thought this dude was a juggalo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And obviously,
I think I guess I guess it was meant to be for me and the community to cross that wicked path. It was like my music's out for just like open ears and whatnot, but it finally found the crowd that it needed to find. And that's one thing I'm like kind of really thankful for, is finally finding like that crowd that needed to hear me.
Absolutely. I appreciate you taking the time to elaborate there. I'm gonna just tell you, like normally when I know a jug is up here, that question usually goes, "Are you a juggalo? How long have you been down? And do you consider yourself a juggalo rapper?" In our community, in our culture, there's juggalo rappers, and then there's just juggalos that rap. It can be a controversy. Some people see a box, some people don't see a box, some people think it keeps you like suppressed down. Some
Yeah.
people don't think that way. So I always like to ask that question to people that I know. But
I
I figured it was a good way to kind of get your little background and how you are playing the gathering of the juggalos.
I guess I can be classified as a jug that raps
There you go.
because simply because like just listening to like juggalo rappers, you really hear you just like hear it in the lyrics basically. Like
Right.
like hat of course like the Hatchet Man is always involved, Dark Carnival and everything like that. So it's like with my lyrics, it's just they don't associate with anything. It's it's more it's damn near like a mental blackout until I finish the fucking song, and then once I put it out, I'm like, oh shit, like it was like
Right, like I
really
just
fucking
done
cool.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Because like
Hell yeah.
just
All right, let's move
always.
on. Oh, go
Oh,
ahead. I
you're
didn't
good.
mean
You're
to
good.
cut
You're
you.
good. You're good.
Next question would be what inspired you to just start making music? What was the switch that was like, hey, I think I can do this and I want to actually apply myself and give it a go?
Fuck. Damn. So I've been doing music in general for 20 years. I've been rapping for 11 years, and it took me violating my probation to realize that I knew how to fucking rap because I had to fucking walk down 11 months in fucking 2014, so I had nothing but time. So like I started like studying a dictionary, studying a thesaurus, figuring out words I didn't know the fucking meaning to. And like it got to the point I was like I could match like a 5-syllable word with 5 1-syllable words and make the delivery fucking crazy as shit. And
That's clever.
at the time, like I just knew how to rap really fast. But the more I matured as an artist, that's when I was like, I don't want to rap fast all the time because people they can't keep up with what you're saying. Especially like if you're just rapping fast all the time, there's no really time to like anybody to catch the scheme and shit like that. So the start of it, I was just going like just full fucking speed ahead. And the more I matured as an artist, the more I like slowed down, started adding themes to shit like that.
Moby, you asked what the YouTube channel is? That's Gloom, but spelled with 2 zeros, not O's. Gl00M.
Yep.
And I appreciate you coming through. I appreciate everybody that's came through already so far. We've only been at it for 12 minutes so far, and we've had like 4 or 5 people coming through. I appreciate you guys. I fucking love you guys. Love all the support. Hit the like button, share it out, get some more people in here.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
All right. You know, we all have our trials and tribulations, but it actually made a positive out of it.
Oh yeah,
And
for sure.
I know about reading because I hate reading outside, but when you locked up, that's really all you got to do
Yeah,
or
bro,
other
fuck yeah.
shit.
It's
So
boring as fuck in
yeah.
there. What else are you gonna do?
Right. Listen, I read the Twilight series. I didn't even like Twilight, but I read it in like 4 days for something to do. And some of those are thick books, like 300-400 page books type shits, like
Yeah.
crazy. Um. All right. This one I'm curious about. Who do you look up to then in the music industry? Underground or mainstream, dead or alive?
Fuck, that is a tough question.
Maybe just try to give us like one in each category or something, or a couple, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
It,
radio,
it's
mainstream, or.
Yeah, dude. I swear to God, it's so tough because let me see how long my rap playlist actually is. Yeah, like yeah, my rap playlist alone is 20 hours and 14 minutes, and like locally,
Crazy.
Yeah, locally it's always gonna be Young Dolph. That's for damn sure. There's a rapper out in California named AD that I fuck with tough. Just because of his lyrics. Another inspiration would be Denzel Curry. Just simply also lyricism, just being able to like you can put a theme on whatever you're fucking saying, and each verse can keep people involved, like with shit like that. Of course, the one and only Ouija, like like I especially like him even using like Memphis funk type beats. It's kind of hard to just like not vibe out.
So was that? I gotta ask, backtrack a little bit. Was that concert your first encounter with Ouija, or what would you say was like your first Ouija
Man,
song or album you heard?
I know for a fact. Me and my homie Z, we had an apartment together back in 2014, I think. He first showed me Ouija. There was some video, but I specifically remember it like sort of being like this all white video, and like of course Ouija had his like clear, not clear, but like the pupilless,
Profit.
yeah, the pupilless
Oh,
contacts in.
yeah. I bet it was probably like for Corruptus.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
it was a long ass time ago, and like it was kind of crazy because that was the only reason why I asked, because I already knew the name.
Right.
And then like as soon as the GM like sent my music off, and I was like, it's like, damn, I haven't listened to Ouija in fucking years. And like I ended up like jamming Psychobabble, I think. And then
Hmm.
Temple of Ash fucking dropped. And Temple of Ash has been on repeat in my car for the past like fucking month.
Temple of Ash holds a special place in my heart because Ouija put my fucking whoop on the end of his song.
Oh, dude, that's
Um,
fucking
bur-
cool.
Burns on the Skin at the
Oh,
very end. That's
damn, I fuck
me.
with that song too, dude.
Yeah, and I don't know why, and I'll never know why, and that's okay. I don't need to know why, because it ain't about me. It's about the culture and the
Damn, yeah,
family and
I'm gonna have to
lifting
go back and listen
everybody
to
up.
it.
Ouija loves. I feel this is just my opinion. This ain't like he told me, but my opinion is Ouija has love for jugs that have love for jugs. If you really love this culture, if you're really about it, you'll see it. He'll show you. Like Ouija's real humble in that
Oh,
aspect or whatever.
man,
But yeah,
after
um,
Darby O'Trill played, I didn't even see Ouija in the room. I went up to Darby to tell him he had a fucking really good set, and I was like, oh man, love to work with you, blah blah blah. And like as I was walking out of the door, that's when Ouija was like, hey man, and I was like, oh fuck, like I didn't see you there, and like
but
we shook hands. Like I was like, dude, fucking love your music, bro. Like I'm stoked to see you. Thanks for letting me fucking play tonight and shit like that. And
yeah,
dude, it was just a fucking cool ass experience meeting him, man.
hell yeah, and Shovel Man, Darby, that man's about to drop a new album here soon. I'm ready for that. He's dope as shit too. I don't know if you've listened to any of his yet or really dug into. Some people would take him and leave him. I think he's pretty cool. I wasn't hip to Darby's first like two albums, but then he came out with what is that, Creek, I think was, and that was pretty dope. And then this last Garden album was fucking. I
Yeah.
loved like everything on it. So now I got like high standards for this next album to come, but
I
yeah,
totally
no,
feel
that's dope. Um, I don't know. Again? I'm bad about cutting people off sometimes too, so you'll have to excuse me. You had mentioned Ouija, and it made me get on a tantrum about, well, how did you discover Ouija? Because I'm the number one nut writer for Mr. Ouija Mac.
yeah.
Uh, no, that's cool. So I don't know if you had any more artists you was gonna mention there on who do you look
Uh
up to?
man, definitely like old 90s Memphis artists, just like fucking old 3-6, Lord Infamous. Like I said,
Yeah.
Denzel, like Gangsta Pat, fucking Kingpin, Skinny Pimp, shit like that. Like
Okay.
especially Gangsta Pat, like just how his shit's just like dark, violent, fucking. But even in person, he's probably chill as fuck anyway. So it's just like
right.
You're just like experiencing like a different side of that dude's brain. So that like a lot of shit like that kind of ties into my lyricism, because sometimes people ask me if I'm fucking okay mentally because of how dark the lyrics are.
Dude, I mean, do people not expect like I don't know, like every day ain't rainbows and I don't know butterflies, even though we'd want to be like life kind of sucks. So I don't. It's weird to me that people would expect. I don't know. It's weird to just look at somebody and assume anything to be real because you really don't know what's going on in here and where their morals and thought process lies. But
Yeah.
you can generally assess somebody. But I wanted to guess you were from Tennessee, and I don't know. Do you live in the city part or do you live like in the sticks?
Oh, I live in the city part. Fucking like downtown Memphis is like a 20-minute drive. Midtown is like around the fucking corner. Colleges are maybe like 3 miles away from my house. Like
Right.
My street alone is just fucking old couples. Like I live in a quiet ass fucking neighborhood. Minus the chaos that goes on in Memphis as it is.
Right. Yeah, no. All right. Next question I have is, aside from the obvious, so the gathering's 2 months away, that's still a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Are there any current projects in the works? What's next? Are you working on any songs, any features, any albums? Are you doing any tours, any shows, any just one-off featured things, or what's going on with Gloom?
I just released a song May 24th called Necks and Knives, featuring Young XJ, my bad. Just released that. That'll be on streaming services. Should be this weekend. I forgot to pay my distribution. I did pay homage to the Dark Carnival in my upcoming single Dark Symphony. So like I wanted to call it Dark Carnival, but I didn't want to jack that name.
Right.
So I named it Dark Symphony, and I'll be debuting that at the gathering. And I'm currently
be looking out, y'all.
Yeah, for sure. I'm also about to be filming like my own music video just by myself instead of working with a videographer. Like I can just figure this shit out on my own, honestly.
Do you have a whole like team, or are you a one-man crew?
Dude, I shit you not. I've been doing this shit by myself for the past 11 years.
Dang. And is that just by choice, or
it's
like
just,
obviously you don't have the money or haven't made that connection you feel really solid with? Or
I think it's more so of like a networking thing. Like I've constantly like tried to reach out to like, I even posted a status like saying I wanted to build a team, like need videographers, need photographers, need merch people and shit like that. But it's just like nobody bit the bait. It was like and then it's like in my brain, it was like, dude, I literally have the fucking recipe in my music. My music speaks for itself, not even on some cocky shit.
Right.
But it was just like, dude, like I need fucking people. So it's like everything that I do comes out of pocket on my own. Like if I want shirts, I have to figure out how many shirts I can afford.
Right.
Then fucking sell those, then try to use the profits to get more and do it on top of that. But other than that,
I'm not trying to like make you tell your business end of like what you do. Everybody has their own little thing or hustle. But why I ask is like, so for instance, you're saying you're trying to maybe have somebody help you with like short shirts or merch. I don't know what sites you're using or checking out. But listen, I do a little bit of merch myself for my YouTube and stuff. And it's like pretty much free. Now you're using a third party and they take their cut. But you're hands free. All you do is direct people to the link, and you create the image, put it on a shirt, or you upload it, and then they'll print it and laminate it and ship it straight to the customer. type beat. Like you don't even touch the merchandise, but like I don't know if you ever use Printify and then Square. Those are the two apps platforms that I use for merch, and like Square takes care of like the money, the financial end of it, and
Yeah.
then Printify is the actual website that you use to like create a shirt or well, for instance, right here my beanies, and technically I guess I could be booty merch copyright, but I done it because I'm a poor bastard and I wanted beanie that had both of those logos on it. And you can get a beanie with a Hatchet Man, and you can get a beanie with a C-17. But I'm not sure if Ouija or the Clowns have a beanie combined with both. So that was my own little thing, or what the hell ever. But I also have shirts and whatnot. You might check it out.
I'm gonna grab this shirt real quick so I can show you.
Yeah. In fact, I got my shirt too right here. I mean, it's dirty. I wore it yesterday type beat.
God damn it.
I wore this yesterday, so it's dirty, but this is a shirt I had made on there, whatever, and it has my logo and all that shit. Yeah, that looks tight.
I have these being printed at the moment, so I'll be bringing them out to the gathering, as well as this like sort of zombie head design. And I'll keep it a secret for now, but I have another one in the works with this tattoo artist. That's a real good friend of mine. I got cassette tapes that I'm bringing out to sell as well. So I'm coming with a fucking haul of stuff.
Hell yeah. I'll come through. Hopefully, I have some money. This year, it went from like I had a decent job to I got a kick from my job, and now I'm working at a lesser job. But things are shaping up with the YouTube and this, so
all we
it'll be all good.
All we gotta do is cross paths there, and I got you, bro. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I don't want nothing for free, homie. I'll figure if it's at least me being like, look, let me smoke you up so that you literally caught a buzz because of me, and then some. I don't know. I appreciate artists, dude. I really do. That's real quick something about me. That's why I do these interviews, partially because I gatekeeped my own music for 20 years. If the Clowns didn't put them in front of me, or they weren't mainstream on the radio, I wasn't listening. If you were underground 20 years ago, I wasn't hearing you. I mean, maybe a couple. If you were at that like top level of underground and you were making your way through, like Facebook or something or another, but I really wasn't. And that's bullcrap. That's selfish to me and other artists. It's not fair. Like music is my sole purpose. My, like it gets me through life. And for me to only, listen to certain people for so long. So that's kind of why I do this, is to try to give back. I feel like I owe it to myself. I owe it to artists. If I can gain you one viewer, fan, subscriber that you otherwise wouldn't have had without me, then I've done my job, or I've tried to, put the step in the right motion or whatever. So I appreciate it.
That's one thing that I really fuck with a community is the fucking amount of support. That is so insane. Because like there's motherfuckers I've known here in Memphis for like years have never seen me play.
Crazy.
If I post a picture of a show, they'll like it, but they'll never fucking come see me perform.
Oh, now we turn up for ours, boy.
Yeah, and like here it's kind of shitty, even as like here I'm still just a fucking local artist, but like my music made it out to fucking Russia, and people like it made it out to like different countries, and like all these other random ass people show me love, but it's just like, where's the love at fucking here, dude? Hey, yo, appreciate that, MOB.
That's crazy. Absolutely.
Like even one show that I played, it was in Little Rock with a bunch, like a band from Chicago played. Shout out Gl00M, fucking shout out Second Life. Like I played out in Little Rock for the first time, and it was bigger than any show that I ever played here. And
Yeah.
that was fucking crazy. And like at that time,
It sounds like maybe, I mean, I don't, you got a family and stuff, bro, or you're bachelor by yourself?
Fucking black sheep.
Well, I'm just saying, it sounds like Tennessee ain't home, or as much home as you like to think it is. You might need to move, my guy.
Bro, I shit you not. Like, I've been on my own since I was 16. Like,
Me too. Crazy.
I hardly have any contact with my family. The only one that I really fucked with the most was my grandma, and she's gone. So other than that, it's literally like just my homies, really.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you've been there that long. You saying people ain't fucking with you and shit? Nah. I mean, I don't believe. Look, this is my whole, I guess, spiel on that. So I don't think that necessarily. Now, don't get it twisted. There's like a gray area, and there's like both sides of the coin here. But I don't think the ones that are closest to us, so friends, family, even homies that have known us for years on end, are required to support in the sense of, they have to listen and buy all of your shit. They're around you. They're not necessarily there for that. They're there to be your friend, whatever. But in the same breath, when those people see you go through the struggle, the grind, and do what you need to, and then they enjoy it for them, they genuinely support you, that is like heaven on earth. That's the best support ever, because it's real, it's organic. So, I mean, I'm sitting here giving you a little, razzing Tennessee, if you will, your home. But maybe, I don't know, like you said, it's not their scene or not necessarily their, their cup of tea. Or
it still took me playing that fucking Ouija Mac show to actually like find the support that I actually needed.
Ouija's fire, and maybe you need to come home. You've been a jug your whole life and didn't know it. You just had that connection.
Yeah, facts.
Because I'm telling you, you're coming to the gathering. See, that's another question down the road.
It's my first one.
It's your first one? Yeah, that's what the question is, have you played or been to the gathering before?
No.
And you're saying this is your first.
Crazy part about that is I was baked as fuck sitting in front of my laptop, and something told me to just see. So I went to the website in December, and I submitted my music and everything. They got back to me May 13th. And I had just gotten home from work, and I sat down, opened my laptop. I don't know what the fuck told me to check my email. But as soon as I checked my email, there was an email from the gathering wondering if I was still interested.
Rob, that's fucking awesome, bro.
When I tell you my jaw hit the floor, like I was just like, no fucking way. I thought it was a scam.
Oh, like, yeah?
It was that unbelievable to me.
Like, this ain't happening, not me.
Yeah, because it was like, dude, I submitted that shit like literally 5 months ago, and like y'all just like hit me up about it. But one thing that spoke volumes is like on the site, it basically says they're picking those that are truly worthy to play. So that spoke volumes. Like, damn, y'all fucked with me enough.
Listen, this is the Gathering of the Legends, our 25th year. Like, the clowns are talking about retirement. The fact that this is your first one that you're playing, that's its own fucking epicness, bro. Like, what?
Man, dude, oh man, even when I was at work the other day, the day that I announced that I was on it, I had just clocked in from my lunch break, and again, something told me to check my email. Mind you, this whole month, this whole past 30 fucking days, I've been on the edge of my seat, keeping it to my fucking self. Other than telling like my like close homies and like, hey, I can't go public with this yet, but your boy about to be on. And like
Yes.
they emailed me like right when I clocked in, and I was like, oh my god, I can finally fucking say that I'm playing this shit. And even the fact that it's the fucking 25th anniversary one, and like seeing that like all this shit is sold out on it, I'm just like still like
Right, you're gonna be, I mean, obviously not the same stage as, but you're gonna be on the same, at the same show, concert, whatever, included in as the artist with fucking Tech Nine, bro, with
yeah,
ICP. Like, what?
dude. And like it's like even another thing is just being a fucking underground Memphis artist that gets the chance to fucking bring that shit out there. Like, and
That's it's gonna
like
be dope. Have you watched?
a lot of people pay to get like try to get that fucking experience.
Hmm.
It's
Have
just,
you watched any gathering videos?
yeah,
Like
dude,
what goes on there and stuff?
yeah, I've been doing
Been
my
brushing
research.
up on some knowledge.
Yeah, dude, it just looks like fun. I saw a picture recently. Like there's just two dudes playing chess, and I was just like, dude, that's sick as fuck. Like, like literally everyone just hanging the fuck out. Like it
It's an
looks like a fun
experience like
time.
nothing before. Yeah, absolutely. You can do as much as you want or as little as you want and still have the best time of your life. You,
Yeah,
there's no pressure to. I just like there's pure unadulterated freedom to do
yeah,
whatever you choose to do, be whoever you choose to be, with no judgment. You literally walk around. It's the only place in time in my life that I walk around guard down. Like literally, like I don't have to worry or care, or it doesn't matter because literally we're all just family. It doesn't matter what you look like, what I look like, what they look like, what it doesn't matter, bro, because everybody's just trying to have a good time, enjoy themselves, see their homies they haven't seen for a whole year and shit like that. And then yeah, obviously motherfuckers getting hot,
of
but
course.
it ain't, you can go sober the whole time and still have the fucking time of your life, bro. Like
Man,
crazy.
like this will definitely be the biggest crowd that I'll ever get to that I won't say that I'll ever get to perform for because I don't know what doors are gonna open after this.
Yeah, don't cut off the
Yeah.
manifestation. Keep that shit pumping. But so far, you're saying it'll probably be the biggest crowd you've
Yeah.
ever ended up
Oh,
performing in front of.
for sure, dude, for sure, for sure.
Because
It's like,
people, I'm gonna tell you, people, it takes kind of a little bit of time to go from camp to stages and whatnot. So if you know there's like two or three artists you want to see, but they're at the end of that day, that thing or whatever, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna go and show up for this dude at the beginning that you know nothing about or whatever, just so
yeah,
you can slowly work your way to the front for the person you want to see. So even if they don't necessarily know you, they're gonna have to hear you, and that's your chance to maybe
yeah,
sway somebody new that wasn't necessarily up there for you at that moment. And dude, it's magical all around. It's a great time. But more about you. What is your favorite song that you have made that means something to you for one reason or another? And don't confuse it with the next one. What is one song that you would recommend to somebody just finding you and you're trying to get them hip onto your music? So there's two
uh,
questions there. Favorite song that you've made for you, and then what song are you recommending to somebody that don't even know you?
for some, all right. I have to give all credit to Bone Carver, just simply because like it's a perfect song, especially like like it's like once the fucking beat fully fucking kicks in, it's a whole fucking vibe from that point on. Like I I I can immediately fucking engage a crowd as soon as that bass kicks in, it's over with. It is entirely fucking over with. Uh, Even though it's unreleased, I have to say Dark Symphony. But in replacement to that, especially if you got like a good system. My song Ghost, like
Okay.
that song, like I got 12s in my trunk. That fucking song goes hard as shit.
Yeah.
I would definitely say more than between those three.
So which one's the one that's more personal to you? Which one's your favorite? Bone Carver? And you're
See,
gonna
like,
say maybe Ghost because it's a banger, gonna get somebody hip to your shit.
yeah,
But I
man,
mean, I don't know, cause like I'm telling you as a jug, Bone Carver's what got me. That got me, and
yeah,
then I started trying to explore. But I don't want you to think just jug. You're just an artist, bro. Rather, you're gonna, you become evolve, turn in, feel like you might actually be a jug. Just as an artist, generally speaking,
like,
a
man,
rapper.
shit, I don't even know. I can always just, I can just always know that Bone Carver helped get me to where I'm at, if that makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
like, it was just so crazy. Just this, it was like just the start of my set, like the way the crowd reacted, and that was just that moment that let me know that that's it. That was the one that sold them.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And like even
Do you have any footage of it? Like, did anybody capture anything that you know of,
yeah,
and like at
dude,
your
yeah.
performance, and you seeing
Uh,
it?
yeah, you want me to send it to
Well,
you?
I don't know if you can share it. If they're gonna be able to say, is it on your YouTube or on your Facebook or?
Yeah, it's even on my Instagram too. I'll send it
I
to
mean,
you
you can
too.
try to show a little something or whatever.
All right, hold
So
on.
right now I'm using my phone to be live. Once I get better internet in my life, I will use my laptop and I can actually screen share.
Okay.
But
I got it
but
pulled up right now, but this was at the Ouija Max show, and they
oh yeah, crowd's getting it. Ah, that's my people. Uh, uh,
like,
uh.
dude, it was so
Yeah.
crazy because like ain't nobody ever bounced around and had fun at my shows while I played. They just like they just stand there and just stare at a motherfucker, man. It's just like, bro,
No, no, not in our fucking scene,
man,
boy.
like,
I
and I'm
mean,
having
don't get it twisted. There's new artists that ain't good, and they'll get booed the fuck off stage. You know what I'm saying?
are you
Or
fucking
what the fuck
serious?
ever shit thrown at them, or you fucked up chant started type beat.
Oh
So
my
you obviously done something all right, my guy.
yeah,
Like,
fucking man, it was so crazy because like as soon as like my lyrics started and like the key fucking moment from that goddamn show. I have a song called Wicked, and at the very end of it, I have no idea if anyone has footage of it, but at the ass end of the song, my backing track cut out. The soundboard fucked up. And that particular end of the song, I have to rap fast. I didn't fuck up anything. And as soon as the song ended, the whole fucking crowd went wild. They thought it was planned. Was not planned.
ooh, hell
Yeah,
yeah. That's what's
dude,
up.
man, that's now that now that it crossed my mind, that's another one that I'm very fucking proud of. Especially just for
Okay.
that moment alone. It was just like
Right.
the whole venue was quiet and it was literally just me rapping a cappella and I didn't fuck up a single word. And as soon as it ended, I was just like, oh damn, what happened to my music? And everyone was like, oh shit. And I was like, oh damn.
Right.
Yeah, I was just wondering where my music went.
That's great. It's cool when shit like that happens, man. Maybe hearing that, like, it makes me excited for you, and I wasn't even at the show. Like, I wish that's that show I missed that I should have been at, even though you
Yeah.
never catch me in Tennessee because I'm in Indiana, and that's well, we can get to Tennessee, I think in like what, I don't know, 8 hours or something. I can get to Kentucky in just a couple,
Yeah.
but it's like Newport, Kentucky. and then Ohio or whatever. But yeah, no, it sounds amazing. Uh, Okay, so realistically, where do you see yourself in 5 years then? What's the 5 year game plan? Are you going to be
That's
signed? Are you still going to be where you are now? Are you going to just be cranking out singles and EPs? Will you have your own LLC? You've been making music, you said, on and off for 20 years. Obviously, now with the opportunity, but you could even answer not even thinking about you're about to perform the gathering. You know what I'm saying? Just what would
that's
be your 5 year game plan?
that's one thing that I can say. I have to let the universe decide because I don't know what doors are about to open after I perform. So
Right,
it's like all I gotta do is go there and fucking kill it, fucking network. Like I would love to do this shit full time, like just go play shows and shit all the time, just make money playing shows, make money like doing merch and stuff. That way I can just
right.
like literally focus on music. Because like at the moment, all I do is just work and fucking just come home, and as soon as I find like a dope ass beat, I hop on it like immediately. But
Right,
if
right.
at the moment I can't really have a 5 year plan because I don't know what the fuck's about to happen after this performance.
I feel it. And there's, man, I couldn't imagine being in your spot, really. Like not the animosity, I don't know, the anxiety, just the what if, the like,
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know who the fuck I'm about to meet, whose numbers I'm about to
Right.
get.
You might fuck around and like one of the bigger artists there be like, "Hey, I fucking peeped you, bro.
See
Let's
what I
run
mean?
a feature." And then, oh shit, now your song just got 200,000 views overnight,
Yeah,
and
like
yada
even
yada yada.
that's the main thing is just trying to fucking network and like like hopefully like the right people watch my set because like I normally play my shows at night and like you see how like it's like just red lighting behind me like even when I play
Right.
shows I specifically ask for red lighting, and like I'll have like fog and shit going. It's an entire like dark ass fucking experience to keep you engaged through my entire fucking set. Granted, I wish I was playing at night, but at the same time, I'm still gonna just do the same shit I would do at night, just during the day.
Right.
Like it's still gonna be
Okay.
a dark ass experience like for my set, and like it's just the beats that I have and the lyrics that I have. It'll definitely
Is
keep
that
me
what it is
engaged.
then though? They got you at a day
Yeah,
time.
I play I play Friday on the iconic stage at 150.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Like and I'm a brand new artist playing the gathering. There's no point in making me fucking play at night.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know
Maybe
how they figure that one. Really,
maybe
I'm sure some artists request, and if they have a bigger, following, or
yeah,
I could
maybe that'll be the 5 year plan is to fucking play the gathering again just at night though I can
come
have like
back and be on a main stage.
yeah and
Boy, at
like
night.
have all my lighting and stuff like that. That I can well backtracking that could just be the 5 year plan right there.
There you go. Yeah, I'm with it. What
Like
about when you was a kid? Sorry, I just
oh, you're
started to
good, you're good, you're
ramble
good.
on. What about when you was a kid? What did you want to be? Was it a singer, or maybe you wanted to be a firefighter or an
I wanted,
astronaut?
I wanted to be a fucking paleontologist.
Stop it!
Yeah,
Bro
fucking
wanted to dig up dinosaurs and shit.
yeah, it was fucking dude, it was fucking crazy. But my parents, they shat on that dream when I was in elementary school.
Oh
Like
damn! They didn't
dude,
let you have a dream, huh?
no. See, I even got in trouble for having a closet full of dinosaur books that I never returned to the library. Like
uh,
I was that into fucking dinosaurs. Like Jurassic. I've watched every single Jurassic Park movie because I still love dinosaurs to this fucking day.
hell yeah! You're
And
gonna
like,
love the gathering with all the life-size dinosaurs then.
yeah, no shit.
Okay.
Yeah, fucking damn. Yeah, like I I never really. I knew I was always into music based on so back in the 90s like dads they would have like those towers and shit so you have like a record player cassette player and like
Yeah.
surround sound equalizer and shit like that. My dad had that shit. And one of the first hard ass songs that I ever heard was Killing in the Name from Rage Against the Machine in like kindergarten.
Killing in the name of.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
like
boy.
from that day forward, I was literally into music. Nobody in my family does music.
Huh.
No, yeah, literally.
That's I think you're probably a first, man. Most artists, and that's crazy to say too, but I think most artists that I've interviewed so far, and I think you make 120, so that's awesome. But they've all like had a music kind of upbringing from the very beginning type beat, or like knew they wanted or had family, or I don't think I've had anybody say like their family was completely like nope, or
Oh,
not that.
fucking. I was gonna make like a huge petty ass fucking caption, but like it was like back when I was like 16, my dad left a nasty ass comment telling me I was like living a pipe dream for like this music shit. And then lo and fucking behold, I'm on the fucking gathering. So it's like you can kind of suck my dick on that one, dude.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Kudos to
so
you, man.
yeah, just
That's awesome.
it's low key a fucking dream come true, like in all aspects.
All right, if you could collaborate with any artist that you have not yet collaborated with, mainstream or underground, I'm going to throw that at you again. Just give
Yeah.
us a couple. Who's somebody you would like to work with?
I do want to work with Ouija, that's for damn sure. Especially watch like seeing him on the there's a Cypher video that he was on and he fucking snapped on the entire thing. But I want to work with him. It'd be another dream come true to work with Denzel or work with like one of the Suicide Boys.
Okay.
But
I'm trying to think. They're not. Are they considered radio? Because I don't think
yeah,
they're mainstream. They're just
that,
very top underground. Suicide
yeah.
Boys.
Shit, mate. So mainstream artists.
Yeah, who's somebody you think's untouchable for you? You know what I'm saying?
I'd love to
Maybe.
work with fucking Duke Deuce. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to work with Duke Deuce. Other man, I don't know. It's kind of weird because I'm really big on lyricism. So it's like I'd have to work with somebody that could match with my energy and I can match with theirs. Because I can't work with anybody that's just rapping just to rap. Like if I'm like giving you my all on this verse, like I don't want to be on anything that's dumbed down because I'm not about to go off on a dumbed down ass fucking track, and I'm not about to dumb my shit down to match your fucking level either.
Right. Know what the assignment is and just
Yeah,
meet my energy.
yeah. We
You
got to be on
know.
this. We got to be on the same fucking level. We both have to like. You have to kill your verse, and I have to kill mine. Like other
Right.
than that,
Make it
it makes
make
it.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as far as mainstream, I don't really know.
Okay.
It would kind of just depend on who hit me up.
All right. Yeah. Um, let's lessen the questions. Go back to just basic stuff, man. What's your favorite color?
It's either between black or red. I kind of like both of
My
those.
mine's definitely red. Um, all right. What's your favorite domesticated and wild type animal?
Domesticated, definitely dogs. I have fucking 5 of them. Let's see. Wild animal. Possibly snakes, just because of how secluded they are.
That's
And,
dope.
and yeah, like snakes, like they really just don't want to be fucking bothered. Just like, please just
Right.
leave me alone. Like,
So ironically, I keep some domesticated snakes.
oh,
But
that's sick.
my domesticated animal would probably be dogs too. I got two cats, but they're bobtail cats. The only way I like cats is if they're unique or, not just your average whatever cat. Like they got to be a big fluffy or freaking 40-pound cat, or mine's tailless, or like a Siamese or a mink, something like that.
I've
And
always wanted
then
a Maine Coon.
yeah, see, that would be all right. That ain't your average freaking cat, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And
And
then
they like to be solo.
yeah, yeah. And then ironically for the wild, it is feline. My favorite wild animal is a white tiger because they're not supposed to exist. They'll lure you in and they'll kill you.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. That's my shit.
Very nice.
However, you saying wild snakes, man, those I don't want to die by a snake bite or an anaconda or something like that. So I don't know, but they are beautiful and majestic, and I can appreciate respect, or to just leave them alone, because if you don't mess with them, they ain't really trying to mess with you, and they're just as scared of you as you are of them. Like in the
Exactly.
wild, that encounter when you're like, oh, a snake, I'm gonna throw something at. No, just leave it alone. Get away
Yeah.
from it. You
You still have
know?
plenty of time to just walk away and mind your business.
Right. So absolutely. Okay. Being in the underground scene, how do you try to separate yourself from other artists, being that is so vague, or not vague, like big, vast?
How do I separate myself?
Yeah, yeah, from other artists. Like, how do you try to
Dude,
not?
honestly, it's the fuck like, man, it's really like just the lyrical content in general. Like, no disrespect to like rappers or anything, especially like your mainstream artists. Like, everyone's kind of talking about the same stuff. Like,
Right.
especially with today's mainstream rap, like, I got more money than you. I made it out of the trenches. I'm a fuck your bitch. Like, it's literally the same thing on different beats.
Right.
And like, there's a lot of fucking like talentless rappers that like get famous, and it's like, dude, are y'all kidding me?
Yeah.
This is what y'all like are into, when there's literal artists with fucking talents that have to remain underground because y'all keep making bullshit go viral. Like, you can't make that make sense to me or anybody else that has actually talent within the rap fucking community.
No, and
So it's
that's
like,
why I'm very, very, I don't know, on the edge with mumble rap. I don't want to be that guy just hating, but like
yeah,
anybody can fucking just blur some blah, 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 together. It's totally different when you actually clearly, present lyrics and lyricism, and or tell a story. I love a good story in a song if you can actually put that together, you know what I'm saying? So versus
yeah.
just bullshit, as pretty much said the same shit.
Yeah, like
So yeah.
that's one thing I always like found weird. And like, even like with my name, if you like, one thing I'm kind of proud about is just the way that I spelled my name. Because if you just type in gloom, it's literally like just a long ass list. And then if you
I
type
had a
in,
hard time trying to find you on Spotify before I actually spoke to you. As soon as I seen your name dropped, I was typing gloom with the O's or whatever, and I'm like, where is this guy?
yeah,
Like,
that they're like, it's a fuckload of glooms, but if you type in like just capital G, capital L00M, it's only one of me.
right, right.
And like, that's the only way I could separate myself from everyone else. And like,
Absolutely.
people to this day, they still just type in the letter O, and like, all right, then you're not gonna find me.
Right.
Yep.
So your name itself separates you from other artists. How you
Yeah.
type it out. Yeah. Um, okay, cool. Now, you mentioned earlier a little bit about your parents, and again, you tell us what you want of it, but
Yeah.
the question is, what type of music did your parents listen to? Did they indulge in the type of music that you make or you listen to, or I
It
say
was,
we listen to?
it's kind of hypocritical, honestly. Like, my dad, he grew up in Whitehaven, and out here that's like classified as the hood. but he was the only one out in the hood listening to Kiss and fucking Van Halen and shit like that. My mom, she's one of 9 kids, so probably grew up listening to church music and shit all the time. So
Right.
between I'm a only boy out of 4 children, so I got 3 sisters. So it's also me growing up in a household where my sisters are just listening to rap and R&B. So it's like, where the fuck do I find myself in between all that? So
Right.
around like 6th or 7th grade, that's when I like kind of really started like delving deeper into like death metal and fucking just rock and shit like that. Especially this is like during the time like the emo era was on the fucking rise. So I'm like listening
Right.
to AFI, fucking listening to radio rock, fucking Under Oath and shit like that, Deicide. So I'm like listening to like all these different fucking genres, and here's where the hypocritical shit comes in, because like my dad like grew up listening to just like what was considered like satanic at the time. So
Yeah.
now like you don't want me listening to that music. So like
Right.
I had like a fuckload of CDs. And like down there when my 9th grade year came around, that's when I like kind of started rebelling a lot. And my mom, she was like, the music's changing you and shit like that. Why can't you listen to the same music as your sisters? And it was like, because I don't fucking want to. Like, what the fuck? So like they ended up sending me to like some facility, and when I got back, they threw away all my fucking CDs.
Stop it.
Yeah,
Because you're trying to like listen to something that's not like I guess.
Yeah, they basically got mad that I fucking found myself, and they didn't want me to do that. Like, so it was like, don't be your own person.
Did they ever try to voice like we're just scared or like looking out for you, like they didn't want you picked on with how society is and
that's why
culture?
That's why I'm a black sheep now.
Nah. Huh.
But
That's
I can honestly say, like, if I never took that route, I would not be who I am right now. I'd probably be some square ass fucking dude. Like, just like, it was like, oh wow, y'all said I couldn't fucking do this. Let me just listen to y'all and not be my own fucking person.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
Would you rather me be creative or stereotype? Shut up.
Yeah, like even that was the main thing that led to that nasty ass fucking comment. My parents, they pushed me to like explore playing guitar, explore performing in a band. And as soon as I really started fucking doing that, they found a problem with it.
Dude, I'm sorry. That's crazy.
Man, who gives a fuck? I'm at where I'm at.
Well, yeah, I mean, our lives lead us to where we are, and you are a very unique individual, and I'm appreciating this, getting to know you. You just said you had 3 sisters, so, and you said, I mean, do you talk to them at all? You like, do they listen to your music at all or anything?
I only see them at funerals.
Ouch. Damn, bruh. I mean, my family don't have family reunions because we can't get along, but that's just like an understanding. There's a bunch of alcoholics and stupids,
like I'll see that like cousins and shit are in town and stuff like that. Nobody ever hits me up, so it's like I'm not about to hit y'all up either. Like, fuck that shit.
Man, you were meant to come to the gathing. Come meet your real family, homie.
Yeah, it's like all like family wise is literally friends.
Right.
Like I have friends that I've never fucking met that I've known for 10 years.
Absolutely. And that's me. I met people even just in like, so in my lifetime, I'm 33 years old. In my lifetime, a lot of people have came and went. I've been on my own. My mom literally ran with her old man on a parole violation when I was 16 and said, you want to come with us or do you want to go live with your friend? And I said, I'm going to graduate high school and then think about it. And, so that's been my kind of story. But, like, I've met so many people that's claimed in the name of being my friend that, I don't even know no more. You know what I'm saying? And then there's people that I've met in this community, in this culture, and I've only known them online until just last year going to the gathering. and meeting them in person. And it's like I've known them my whole fucking life. And like, that's my real friend. That's my real family, you know, that's my real people. So
I think that's one thing I'm excited about is just like the amount of people I'm about to fucking interact with.
thousands.
Yeah, like,
Literally.
dude, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, they're gonna be so fucking insane.
All right, so speaking of our younger selves, if you went back in time and met the younger you, say 12, 13 years old, what would you tell yourself, if anything at all? Or maybe would it just be a little guidance, like you're a little like you're gonna get through it, or you know, a little pep, you know?
Man, I'd honestly probably just like definitely tell myself to just lock in on the music, because it in reality, if I would have like given myself the recipe, like
It wouldn't have been the same. Or...
dude, imagine like, all right, so say for instance, like imagine I wrote fucking Bone Carver when I was 13.
Oh, but it probably wouldn't all this. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it would have. I don't want to take away what could have been either, but
Yeah,
I don't know that maybe it would have held the same value. Like now,
Yeah,
it was meant for that song to be out. Because look, I'm telling you, man, let more jugs hear that song, bro, and you're
it's
gonna
like,
you're gonna notice.
in reality, like think about it this way. Like we were still waking up early as fuck in the morning, watching a fucking top 20 video countdown.
Right.
So
BT, MTV.
yeah, imagine being on MTV2, your video gets played last before Viva La Bam. Like, come on, bro. Like how crazy would that fucking be? Or just like, or just even playing fucking guitar in a band. Like, I would just literally have to tell myself, hey, you need to like start learning guitar. I didn't start learning guitar until I was 14.
Oh yeah.
So it was like just pursue music and you'll be fine. Cause like during that time I was like rebelling, fucking going to juvie and shit like that. It was like I was listening to music, but I wasn't like playing music. So it was like hey, your way out, like you can avoid all this bullshit, just fucking play music. Like granted, mom and dad, they ain't gonna fucking like it. But if you lock in and hone in on your fucking craft, it don't fucking matter. Music's gonna take you where you need to go.
Absolutely. So do you think then the skill came natural or you had to learn and practice? And what I mean by that is they say some people are born with a given talent, you know, air quotes here, a given talent, and other people have to, you know, practice and really like hone in, but then they're equally competitive. Do you think it was more natural or a more learning practice curve?
Honestly, it low key came in natural because whenever I was 14, I learned how to drum by air drumming, and I went to Guitar Center for the first time, and I could play a song on drums without any practice. And then
Wow.
it was like shortly after that, I learned how to play guitar just by playing by ear. And like shortly after that, I was living with my grandma, and at the time, like she's passed now. She's like my fucking best friend, but she had this dope ass piano in her living room, and I was watching a video on YouTube. Somebody was playing the ending piano segment to the song, so I paused it and like drew out these piano keys and just put a dot where the dude put his fingers. And then as soon as the video was over, I just went and sat on the piano and played exactly what the fuck he played. And my grandma, she had no idea I knew how to do that. And she came in there and was like, you have the fingers to play piano. I can't read music to like save my fucking life, but I can play drums, bass, guitar, piano. Like,
I dabbled with drums from sixth grade up to my freshman year, and I shit you not, I couldn't make it up. The story, even now, it kind of bugs me to say it, but it's pertinent. I should have applied myself and kept. When I was my freshman year, I was struggling with the assignment. My band instructor, you know, what we were trying to learn, for whatever reason, I was struggling a little bit on it. And he got mad at me and he literally threw my notes at me and said, "Go home and practice and come back when you get it." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I went home, sold my drums, and I went and got a bag of weed, and I never looked back. That was probably one of the stupidest things I've done in my life. You know what I'm saying? That I could have maybe applied myself. I enjoyed it, but I wasn't also like, this is gonna be me. It was like an escape from my reality at home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got to stay away from going home for a few extra hours after school, yada yada. That's, you know, so it was just an escape. But nonetheless, yeah, it was a stupid thing to waste just because of the instructor. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I know a little bit about it, but not enough to actually do nothing. And there's definitely a difference between hearing and like I don't know, this sounds dumb, but reading sound and actually reading and knowing how to apply notes like a half note and a full note, and
See,
you know,
I don't know shit about that.
yeah.
Dude, even at my
But see,
house right
you're
now,
saying you could play around on a piano. I couldn't even begin to. No
yeah,
way.
like even with guitar, like how people have sheet music with all these half note, quarter notes, all that shit. That's like fucking calculus to me. I don't know what the fuck that means. Like,
Right.
bro, give me some fucking tabs or tell me where on the fretboard I need to put my fingers. Like, other than that,
Right.
I can't fucking play it.
Okay, the next question is kind of worded weird, and I say it every time that I'm going to switch it, but I probably won't because it works.
Fuck it, run
So
it.
it goes as follows: Who or what inspired slash came up with your stage name? So how did that come about? And
Ooh,
then if you have a logo that is identifiably yours, whether it's on a shirt, a hat, a car, whatever, you know what I'm saying, that is identifiably Gloom. Is that something that's actually out there and created, or do you just create something for every new album? Or
no.
so
So,
it's
all right.
kind of a loaded
So,
question.
whenever in 2014, that's when I first started rapping. And I originally called myself Paradigm. And that was when I was just rapping fast all the time. And it was kind of like I was still kind of rapping about my fucking personal life on some petty shit. And I abandoned that and I ended up changing it to Young Gloom. And I changed it to Young Gloom maybe around 2015. And I guess whenever I found out about streaming services and I wanted to put my music out everywhere, I had to look it up. There's too many fucking Young Glooms too. So then it was like, drop the Young. So then it was gonna be just Gl00M until I saw there was a million of those motherfuckers. So then it was just like Gl00M, not taken. It was like, all right,
Right.
I'll just go by Gloom now, but it's still kind of complicated at the same time because even like while I'm like I'll be done performing, like yo, you can find me on IG GL00M DKC, or you can find me on all streaming GL00M, and it still goes over people's heads. So like it's like after every set that I play, I have to just like advertise myself because like people they'll immediately leave and just type in GL00M and then like come to me
Right.
and they'll come to me and was like, hey, I can't find your music anywhere. And it was like, did you use the letter O or did you put in zeros? So then
Right.
I'll be standing there and like, all right, put in zeros, and they'll put in zeros like, oh man, no way. It's like, yeah, I've been saying that this entire time.
Bruh, see, I don't know what you got planned for your set, and I'm not telling you how to do your shit, but maybe make a sign. A big ass fucking poster board that costs nothing, styrofoam board, and make it obvious that zero, you know, the number
Yeah.
zero, and have that somewhere like, you know, this is me.
Even when I play at the gathering, like especially how many people are gonna fucking be there, like yeah, it'll still be GL00M, man. Fucking, like I
Do
wish
you?
I wish I
Listen,
had it.
there's gonna be some high ass homies. I'm just saying,
Oh
definitely you
yeah,
might gotta
dude.
repeat it.
Dude, I plan on I plan on interacting with like as many of y'all as possible, man. It's gonna be fucking fun.
Bring something with a QR code on it, man, so you
Oh
can
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah. Yeah,
you know.
I get an hour. Yeah, I get an hour before my set to sell merch. So I'll have like everything to where you can like just scan, fucking find me on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, shit like that.
Yeah.
Then I get an hour after my set to do the same shit. Because
Oh
I
yeah.
think I got to set up at a merch table, side stage. But here's that fucking logo you were talking about. I don't know if it's
Yeah. It kind of showing. Is that official then? That's what you use all
yeah.
the time? Or
Yeah. Like I gotta hold on. All I gotta do is search it, I think. Cause one dude I know, he just like randomly just made the logo for me, which was kind of cool.
And do you have any artistic talent? Like, have you thought about drawing up your own shit, or you just outsource, or would you
I
allow somebody to just try to draw you something? Like, hypothetically,
probably
my old
could.
lady does digital art on a tablet or whatever. She
Yeah,
draws all kinds of stuff, and
I need a
maybe
new logo. That's what's fucking crazy. I've had this one for a little minute. Like I've been wanting a new logo just for merch purposes as it is, because I don't want to be using the same logo forever. I kind of just want to update it. But this one was from when I can't tell if it's like clear or anything.
it's a little rocky, but I can kind of see it there.
This one's kind of like it's like really just like a deathcore logo. I hate that it's
Right.
so bright. It was a deathcore logo, and I kind of wish I was just going by Gloom at the time instead of Young Gloom, because I would really like to have like like illegible fucking logo to like put on merch. That way, like it still ties into my dark side, especially with like deathcore and death metal and black metal and shit like that. That way, like the designs that I do end up having, they both tie in together.
Right. Absolutely. I have, and speaking of my old lady, she has a question. I'm surprised she hasn't hopped in here on one of her breaks. She has a question that I ask every time because of that. She actually drew Ouija as a chibi, and he shared it all over his social medias. And it's him in a bathtub of blood taking a bath.
Oh,
And
that's
then she drew a penis dragon for Clockwork E. And I don't know if you know who they are or not, but they're the Silver Boot Boys.
ironically, this dude named Riley, he hit me up on Instagram. He told me to reach out to see if I could open a show for them, but it was like in 2 fucking days, so I wasn't even able to do it. But that's how I found out about Clockwork, because
Oh,
he
they're
wanted
good
me to
shit.
come open the show.
Oh,
But
no
it was,
shit.
yeah, it was kind of not Clockwork personally. It was just like a fan of Clockwork. It was like, hey,
Okay. Yeah.
Clockwork's playing in my town, and I want to see you perform. So
Right.
he reached out, but it was kind of just like super short notice.
Do you be I haven't even asked that, or normally I usually get around to something like that. Do you like reach out for shows? Do you be hitting up like
Man,
what the hell do you even call them, promoters? Or are you even
see,
worried about that? Do you try to focus in on just the whole you making music at home and
it's so
staying out the
weird.
way? Or
It's so weird. Like I think that's why I like how vague and mysterious my rap persona is. I reach out when I know I need to. Um, it was like even recently. I think this is why like a door kind of opened. There was this one promoter, Project Pat's supposed to be playing here this month, and dude was just like, "Well, you can pay me $1,100 to play for 10 minutes in Memphis, of all fucking places." And like, dude,
what?
I'm not fucking paying you $1,100 for 10 minutes of my time. Any other fucking set that I've had is 25 to 30. Why would I pay you? And any other set I've had, literally just played for free. I don't get
Right.
paid. I don't get paid for shows unless I'm like playing out of town. If I'm playing in
Right.
Memphis, I'm not fucking paying you.
It's
So
weird.
like I even had to make a
I
fake
mean, I
email.
understand selling tickets. Like certain promoters, I see the beef all the time on Facebook between artists
Bro,
and promoters and
I didn't even have
show
to sell
hosts.
tickets.
And
I didn't
well,
even have to
right.
sell tickets. Like
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't even have to sell tickets. I just had to pay the promoter $1,100. I'm not fucking doing that.
that's weird for 10 minutes. That just don't sound right.
Yeah.
Like if you
So
were gonna be in front of ICP or Tech Nine or something or fucking Kevin Gates or okay maybe, but even that seems crazy. I don't know. 10 minutes.
it was like so I decided to not play that show, and then lo and behold, I get put on something bigger, which is the fucking gathering. So it was like
Right.
imagine I don't think I would have gotten that opportunity had I taken that show. And that's just based off of how the universe works. So that's not based
Right.
off like what I think in my mind. It's like, dude, if you would have paid like your rent money damn near just to fucking play that goddamn show, you would look dumb as fuck, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't, because you're also betting that the crowd probably ain't gonna necessarily know your music or feel
Right.
that type of music you were saying. So
Yeah, and it's Project Pat. So you also have to think about the demographic of his fans. They're gonna be older than us.
right.
So
Yeah.
and my lyrical content being dark, like talking about dismemberment and shit like that, no person in that crowd is probably gonna give a fuck about anything. That's literally just fucking facts. Ain't nobody gonna
Listen,
give a
and
fuck.
that's crazy. That's the perfect example again of our diversity. Because at the gathering, you're gonna see 50-year-old homies jiving and dancing and whooping and hollering and turning up because they like ICP too. And
Yeah.
the clowns are 50.
I
So
did want to reach like I've been wondering, like I kind of wanted to reach out to Sinister and Ouija because they're playing in Nashville, but I still have to like keep myself grounded and just like
do it.
stay focused on the gathering instead of just like paying
I
extra
mean,
money
do you
to go
already
like,
have a set list? Do you already have a set list planned? You know what 3 songs you're gonna get in, or I don't know how
oh,
many you got in your little time frame, and
hold
your practice and
on, hold on. Oh. I've been trying to figure it out. I have to rewrite this whole list, but I have to like, even with all these songs, I have to like add in filler and stuff like that. That way I can like take a sip of water every fucking now and then.
yeah.
Because like one thing I noticed is like a lot of shows I play, the artists they kind of just immediately go into the next song and just keep it going that way. Like with my sets, like I have a fucking intro, then I'll play like a song, then it has like some filler stuff. That way I can just like take a sip of water, engage with the crowd, and then like
Oh yeah.
set you up for the next song and the next one and the next one and the next one. Like all my sets are literally a fucking experience. That way, like it gives me a chance to just like breathe. Cause I'm like, I have songs where I'm like fucking tongue twisting and shit like that. I'm not about to just go back to back to back on a goddamn set list. Like, I'm about to
Listen,
drink
not
some
because
water, bro.
crowd engagement helps. It makes it feel real, and it makes it feel like you're there for us and not just for gain. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like
Ouija
even
has an awesome stage performance. He does his
oh
little
yeah,
skits, his little weird ass sounds. Ooh,
yeah,
ooh, and
yeah.
it, splash some water on you, and like that's all part of it. That gets us off. You know what I'm saying? That's that
Yeah.
shit.
That's why like I take pride in my sets. Like I build all my sets on my laptop. Like all even even like my intro, I'll always like make sure it's like damn near like a minute. That way I can just like really get ready because the obvious butterflies that'll be in my fucking stomach.
Well, yeah.
But it's
Are
like
you coming alone? Or do you at least got one homeboy you trust you're bringing?
There's a few people that are gonna be there. One dude, he just announced today. His name's Tony Bone. He performed with me at the Ouija Mac show as well. He's gonna be there. Gingerbread.
Gingerbread's a shit. I interviewed him like right after the gathering last year. In fact, he was like my first or second artist.
Yeah, those are the only people that I know of, like that are performing that are gonna be there. I met one dude named Sean, who was at that Ouija Mac show. He said he has a whole squad rolling out with him. This other.
Well, that's what I meant. You have people to help you carry equipment or anything.
Yeah. Like I thought I'd be there just by my fucking self until I realized that I actually have homies like down here that are gonna be going out there.
Absolutely, so, that's like, awesome.
I won't be too terribly fucking alone. But it's like at the same time, I'm gonna be hanging out with all of y'all anyway.
Right, you won't be alone in here. I was just meaning in instance of just helping you, man, carrying equipment, stage equipment, yada, helping plug your stuff.
I gotta get a decent ass size suitcase because I think I'm getting like 50 cassette tapes to bring out there, then like over 100 fucking shirts that are gonna be coming with me. So like, I'm more so making sure all my merch is packed and just bringing a backpack that has like everything that I need in it. So I'm not too high maintenance, man.
So my whole point was asking, are you prepared? You know your set list, you know what you're gonna do? Because listen, if you're confident in the songs that you have on that set list, in my opinion, I think it'd be the smartest decision ever to see if you can't get on that Ouija Sinister set again. Because it's going to re-put you in the face of Juggalos right before the gathering of the Juggalos. And you might spark off a conversation with, we just Smackus or Darby O'Trill. And then they're going to be like, that dude opened for us twice. And they're going to see you at the gathering because you know damn well Ouija's going to be at the gathering. And like that's connections and links. And it's just putting you in front of the people that you're otherwise going to be performing. Now, if you think it's best for you to just hone in and keep practicing for these next 2 months, your set list and not have other distraction, that makes sense too. But otherwise,
I want to ask, but I don't want to seem like I'm dick riding. That's the only reason why I didn't ask.
Yeah.
Especially since he's like planning at the gathering. Like the worst he can say is no, basically. Right. But
really, it ain't even him. Well, it is. Like, I don't know. So I know, like, when he plays Black Circle, it's like the promoter. They pick the openers and stuff. It's not Ouija. I'm sure the artist. The promoter is. Okay, right. I'm about to say, I know the artist obviously could probably say, nah, I don't want that person there, or I'm not coming to your show. And they'll be like, because that's the main event.
I don't know if I need to hit up the venue or anything, but as far as I know at the moment, it's only Ouija and Sinister at a bowling alley, but this bowling alley has a venue inside of it.
No shit. At a bowling alley, bro. That'd be tight.
Nashville.
I could imagine fucking playing a game of bowling and hearing Ouija, boy. That'd be that shit.
Like, that's one thing, man. That's one thing that's like kind of like nerve wracking about it because it's like I already played with him here, and it's like do I play with him there, then like play the same festival as him? It's like I don't know if it's dick riding or not.
I don't think it is. I think as long as you're not showing that, as long as you just be sincere and genuine to you, that's the biggest thing about culture vultures. I don't know if you've heard the term, but in our community, we have culture vultures, and it's people that are otherwise not juggalos, and then they catch wind that, oh, well, these juggalos go hard for juggalos. I'm going to weasel in here and pretend I'm a juggalo and then start
Yeah,
saying jug this, jug that. And then I'm going to dip out the back door at this moment when maybe it's not the best or I feel like I've
yeah,
done gained what I'm gaining.
yeah. Like
That's
I don't want to be perceived as that. So I have to have that mindset first.
right.
So, but
Absolutely. And
it's
I
at the
think that's
same time,
respectable.
it's like at the same time, these are whole new ears inside a different fucking city that have never heard me. So it's like
Right?
on that hand, it's like yeah, you can still reach out and
And
see.
it's not. So you said you played with him where? He done a show in
I,
Tennessee?
yeah, I played with him here in Memphis at a venue called Growlers.
And what was that like his last Kick the Wicked tour or something?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Probably.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I played that
I don't think it would even be perceived as like nut riding or nothing because like that's your home. You're local to Tennessee. You're an artist trying to get out there. So what you got on two openers. But then the positive side is yeah, you just opened twice, you know what I'm saying, for Ouija.
yeah,
The clowns already announced you. They picked you, bro. You earned that. Rather fucking your fans that you don't know about literally submitted or what? Like they chose you based on talent and submissions. So you earn that shit and own it. You don't let it. Don't be too. I mean, it's cool to be humble, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, yeah. I
I
feel
think
you. I
maybe
feel
you're
you.
just a little too worried now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
don't come out saying whoop whoop. I'm a fucking juggalo, but
yeah,
yeah, you open for Ouija. That's pretty tight, bruh. You know,
yeah.
so.
It's like at the moment, like it was just I'm just very low key in the community, like,
Right.
and
Absolutely.
I guess like it comes with like the humbleness too, because it's like I already got welcomed in, and it's just like just kind of just stay level headed. Like if anything fucking comes, it'll come.
Yeah,
So like
right.
if I get big in the fucking community, I get big in the fucking community. I'm not about to fight the universe. Because if I do that, then I'm about to do something fucking wrong. So it's just like just let that shit come, bro.
Right. Nicholas Lowry said, Yo, Gloom, whoop whoop.
Hey
Welcome
yo, what
in.
up, Nick?
Swill, whoop whoop. Welcome in. Insane Lycan, Teasy. What up, what up? There's been a lot of y'all coming in. Pencil, Ninja with a pencil, that's the homie. Moby, you know me. Prince Prodigal, Widget, all of y'all. Thank you so much. We fucking love you. I appreciate it. Sorry I haven't been giving direct shout outs. I've been trying to highlight some of y'all's comments, but I'm just enjoying getting to know this man. He is like nothing that you would expect. He's like the perfect reason why you don't judge a book by its cover.
Hey man,
You
hey,
just
it's the Walking Reaper, Mr. Low Key.
um all right, yeah. Really, I got one more just regular question, and then I got these little game questions, bro. We've been live for an hour and 33 minutes, I think that says. It might say 23, and
Yeah.
that's a going rate. Normally these go for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I've had some exceptional 3 hour streams, you know, whatever, but so we're right on time. I appreciate it. Yet again, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I am generally thankful because you can never get time back. Time is the one thing you can never get back, no matter how much sleep you try to take or make, or you just can't. You've given me this much of your time, and I appreciate it.
Oh, you're good, man.
Um,
I don't do shit when I'm off work anyway.
so yeah, I got just one more this regular question, and then I got these little game questions, and then I got another like it's just like a random, and then I got three fill in the blanks, and pretty much we'll do an outro, let you promote whoever, shout out whoever you want to shout out. I have an outro that I do. I never change it for nothing, and that's that.
Yep,
But no, I absolutely appreciate it. So the last just
yep.
little. Oh, by the way, people in the chat, if you're in here, ask some questions. otherwise, I'm asking him, what is your favorite movie? If you have an all-time favorite movie, somebody asks you what your
Uh,
favorite movie is, can you just narrow it to one? If you
uh,
cannot, then give us like one or two in the categories, and I mean like comedy, action, horror, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I can honestly say my top two is The Professional and The fucking Crow.
Ooh, The
Yeah,
Crow. That's where it's at. But I don't know how
yeah.
much I like the new one. We went and watched it
I ain't
in
gonna watch that shit.
theaters, but I don't know. There's just something about the original, obviously, versus the new one. But I'm not a complete hater on the new one. They just tried to like, I don't know, modernize and hipster him a little bit, and
That's one thing. That's one thing that I never cared for with this new one. I haven't seen it. I watched the trailer, but I'm probably never gonna fucking watch it. But when I watched the very first one as a teenager, like just how much of a loner like Brandon Lee portrayed in that fucking movie, like that was damn near my persona for like 3 fucking years. It was like just leave me alone.
right, right. Nah, I get it.
The movie The Professional. I don't know what it was. I first saw that movie when I was 14, and that's one movie I can just go back and watch non fucking stop. I love that
I feel
fucking
like
movie.
I feel like I know, but I don't know. And I'm not the type of person to like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, and be
Oh,
fucking blowing
all right,
smoke out my ass.
damn. All right, it's called Leon the Professional. Uh, this dude, he's literally the neighbor to this little girl. Uh, these dirty cops, they fucking come in like first thing in the morning and kill her entire fucking family. They're about to kill her, but she ends up like knocking on his door, not knowing that he's a fucking hitman. And
Oh no!
yeah, and she wants to get her get back because they kill her little brother too. Dude, it's a beautiful fucking movie. Like
I might have to check it out
I
if I
strongly
don't
suggest
know.
watching it. I strongly
Oh
suggest
yeah.
watching it. It's a fucking lovely movie. I love that movie so much.
If I'm put on the spot, my go-to movie is the same. I was 13, 14, watching it on repeat. VHS, play, stop, rewind, play. Um, it has to be Blow with Johnny Depp. And like
Dude,
I
I just saw that movie
related
for the
to it.
first time like 2 years ago.
Stop, bro. 13. I was relating to a movie I shouldn't even knew how to relate to. Like,
Damn.
and when at the end he made the promise to his daughter, like, I swear on your life, dude, I lost it the first time. I like, no, but that's because my parents were, worthless.
Yeah.
But yeah, crazy shit, man. So yeah, that's probably my go-to. Uh, all right, so these next questions pretty much go as follows. I'm going to say one or the other, and you're going to pick one or the other, or you can give us an alternative if you don't like my two options that I put in front of you or whatever. So either
Sure.
or. And we're going to start with Twix or Reese's, the candy.
I gotta go Reese's because I gotta go Reese's miniatures in the fridge.
Oh, all
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I like throwing them in the freezer.
That shit.
Summer? Yeah. Summer or winter?
Fucking winter. I sweat way too fucking easily. I fucking hate summer, dude.
Oh, bro, I
Like,
hope you're ready for Got Jay. It just seems exceptionally hotter those
dude,
4 days at the gathering, bro. We
I literally,
cooking.
I sweat so fucking easy, and I sweat too much. Like, luckily, like I'm gonna order me some shorts and shit, but I swear to God, like my whole fucking performance, I'm gonna be sweating my fucking ass off.
You won't be alone.
Yeah, I mean, it's all good. I just know I'm gonna be hot immediately.
Right. Day or night?
Night, because in my studio at the moment, I literally have blackout curtains up on every fucking window. It's always nighttime.
That's me. I don't do morning. Like if I have to get up for something, I'll get up. But you don't want to talk to me for like the first few hours. mid-afternoon into night, I'm a night owl, party hardy, stay up all night, but I don't like morning. Don't get it twisted. Like, again, if I got to be like wanting to go do something, so then therefore I need daytime hours to get some stuff done. Otherwise, everything I want to enjoy doing can be done from mid-afternoon on through the night. Like,
Yeah,
and plus, it's the summer, so it don't really get dark until like 8, 9 o'clock now. So, like,
yeah.
yeah. Um. Okay, truck or car?
Man, I want a truck, but I have a car. But
All right.
I like my car as well because I have a dope ass system.
Hey, you can put a system in a truck, but no, I feel you.
Oh yeah,
I
I
like
just feel
trucks,
like I need a
obviously,
truck.
but you're an artist. You got to be moving around all kinds of equipment and stuff. No, I mean, I don't know. I just assume like that's the go. And believe it or not, I would say
Oh,
really a
dude,
lot of people.
I
Go
don't have to
ahead.
move around any fucking equipment. Like
What do you?
I
You just
built,
bring your thing and
dude. All I
floppy
do is
in.
I press play on my phone, bro. Like I build my set on Reaper and like send the wave file to myself via Gmail, and it has all my filler and everything. All I have to do is press play.
No shit. That's
Yeah,
that's clever. Yeah.
yeah, like I don't need a DJ or fucking anything. I like one, but I don't technically need one because I just do it myself.
Absolutely. No, and see, that's stuff I don't know. That's the side of the scene that I don't know nothing about or pretend to know nothing about as far as artists and the background stuff and what goes on. Um, okay, you're going out on a date with the old lady. Are you going for a movie night or roller skating?
I'd rather go see a movie because if I go roller skate, I'm probably just gonna get drunk and fall.
All right. Um, Pizza or pasta?
Preferably both, honestly. I've also been a cook for 15 years. So I know how to cook my ass off. I just recently have a job where I don't have to do that anymore, but I cook at home all the time. So I'd have to say both. If I don't feel like cooking, then I'll totally eat a pizza. But if I feel like cooking, I'll make a fire ass pasta.
Oh yeah. Okay, this one's more for like your fans. Which are you most active on, Facebook or Instagram?
That's kind of a double-sided coin because after getting like stupid serious about it, I kind of just removed everything about my personal life off both of those actually, and I only post when it's music related. So they're both on the same fucking level. You more than likely can get in touch with me quicker on Instagram than you can on Facebook because like with Facebook, only contact like one of my homies, and that's just to get my song back from him. But other than that, like I only have a Facebook just to post shit about my music.
Yeah, and I mean, as an artist, I think you, even though you might not put as much time or attention or presence on a platform, I think as an artist that wants to grow, you should try to be everywhere possible. So I also ask,
Man,
TikTok or Twitter, or do you even use those,
I I have
or
a I have a
X?
I have a fucking TikTok, but the at the time before the Ouija Mac show, I only used it to post videos of me playing segments of popular metal songs. So like I'd have like a segment. There's a segment of me playing like a Job for a Cowboy song, a Villa Maya song, a Meshuggah song, and I was only going to use TikTok for that. But depending on how things go after I get back home, that's probably going to be like my rap TikTok, and
Yeah.
I'm more than likely going to end up back like extremely active on Instagram. Have to get active on Facebook. Like
Yep.
this whole year, I've been like so in the shadows.
Listen, you could let fans help you, literally. TikTok, even ICP admitted that. TikTok helped reboost their algorithm.
Yeah,
People, rather they were being funny, found it edgy, was using ICP songs in their videos, and the algorithm picks up, and other people are doing it, and then people are like, what? What's this song? ICP. Well, it could be the same way with, oh, who's Gloom? Yada
I
yada.
gotta work on not being such a fucking introvert.
Right.
I really I don't post shit unless it has something to do with my music. So
Right.
I have to after August I really have to lock down and work on that, especially like I'm gonna have to be promoting like my own music video that I'm filming myself. So like I gotta work. I have a lot of work that I have to do whenever I get back home, and I'm kind of like stoked on that. It's just that I'm I got too comfortable with not interacting with people.
No, I
So
feel that I've
it changed.
never really been a big people person, which is weird. Like if you're my people and we vibe, then I could talk forever.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I'd assume just leave me the hell alone. Like I'll go out in the woods, go hiking. Like
yeah,
our fun days is going to different like pet stores and
yeah.
like
Just
random
anything to
shit
be
like that.
away from people was like has always
Right.
been fucking fun with me, and I think that stems from playing like and back in 2012, like opened for like all these internationally known death metal and deathcore bands. So I was always around like fans and shit like that, always partying and stuff. So it's like the older I got, I was like, damn, I'm finally away from it. Let me enjoy being away from it. And then I got too used to it. And then I dwelled deeper into getting used to it.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like,
I mean,
and it's like now shit's popping for me again. So it's like, you really got to get out of that fucking bubble, dude.
you really can reset yourself though. Obviously, you can still be you, but you can kind of reset the boundaries and where you go and slowly. And I know it ain't easy. YouTube helped me, bro. Before YouTube, I that's what I mean. I really wasn't a social butterfly at all, and like this allowed me to like I can engage or interact with people, but you're not near me. You're how
Yeah,
many ever hundred of miles away, and I
yeah,
think that helped me to also be better out in public settings and stuff like that or whatever. Um,
definitely.
I think you'd be all right, man. You seem pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
uh,
yeah. Like I'm still trying to just live as normally as possible till August.
until August, and then he's like,
Bro,
bro, it's gonna be like,
everything changes in August.
yeah,
Fuck.
absolutely it will, and I hope it's for the better. I hope you leave the gathering with 1,000 new fans hitting you up, listening to your shit.
Dude, my main goal is to just like get out there, network, sell as much merch as possible.
Absolutely. I'll try to help you out with that. I'll start promoting your shit free pro bono because I don't care. I don't need to gain nothing. Um, Pepsi or Coca Cola?
I don't drink sodas.
Really? At all? What about Fago?
Man, the last time I drank Fago was the crew that I'm in. You see this little cat back here?
Yeah.
That's my crew. Shout out Pensacola. Shout out St. Petersburg. Like all the homies. It's Dead Kitten crew. Like the last time I drank a Fago, I was in Pensacola, Florida. But we were walking around with like Fagos with like it was like 20% Fago and 80% whiskey.
Yeah.
And like, dude, it tasted so terrible, but at the same time, we didn't fucking care because we had ice and we were just all out there chugging that shit. Like it was just a fucking blast. Fucking
Well, fine.
my homie
Go
Blake,
ahead.
he kept walking around drinking grape Fago and vodka. But he ended up getting all little sicky boy and threw up.
Yeah, I could imagine though. I don't like vodka at all anymore. Back when I was young, I would drink it, but I had my own fair share of just. Ugh. I'm
Yeah,
good on
like,
vodka.
bro, I ain't too big on the sodas, man. Fucking, if I
All
do
right,
have
but
a
are you
soda, it's like
prepared to
whiskey and
wear
coke.
it?
Yeah.
You know about Fago showers?
Oh yeah, I already saw that the Fago Armageddon got sold out.
Yeah, that's that shit, boy. I didn't pay for it this year, and I might get up on stage. We'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna fight the crowd. I'm gonna try to do it a whole different this year. Like I'm gonna try to really better plan. Last year was a free for all, man. Like they literally make these things where you can't attend to everything. There's just no way to attend to absolutely everything. So you got to do some prioritizing. The
So
good thing about the main events is everything else is closed aside from the seminar tent, which is like, who the fuck is watching a movie instead of being at the main events? Somebody that's like fucking stoned as shit or out of their marbles or they done whatever,
they gotta go
but
sit down somewhere.
right, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, everybody's at the main event. But even on like side stage days and whatnot, but at any rate, yeah, I gotta do some prioritizing. I can't wait till they make this map for this year and
Yeah.
see where they put everybody. Like y'all kind of know, like you said. You said you're on what day? You're on
Uh,
Friday.
Friday, Iconic Stage 150.
Okay, so nothing happens before noon. Last year, at about that time, Creature Legoth. Legotten? I don't know. Some artist was doing a show at that time. I don't think, I don't know what I caught around that time. It's hard to even know. I don't think I was pressed. I think I was probably hanging out at the camp at 1 o'clock last year, possibly on that day.
I'm kind of
This
I'm
year,
kind of
I
glad
definitely got
that
to prioritize.
I think I'm kind of glad that I picked Friday to play.
Oh, they
Just
let
because,
you pick
like,
the day?
yeah, it was like you want to play Wednesday, Thursday, or you want to play Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. I think they included Saturday, but I kind of sat and thought about it and was like, Friday. I feel like a lot of people will be there, and
Right.
since like a lot of I guess like a lot of people just like come just so they can check out underground artists and shit like that. And like even today itself, like I checked Instagram and people were like hit me up saying, "Oh man, can't wait to see you perform." And like I've never fucking heard that before, so it kind of just like it hit me a certain way and like
Bro, I
oh shit.
watched people come to the show last year strictly, and I feel indifferent about this because it's fucking ICP's show, you freaking outsider normie. But who cares? My point is, I watched people specifically come last year. You watched a flow of people that wasn't walking down the road, they were headed straight for the main stage, like tunnel vision. They wasn't looking, they wasn't caring what was, but for Static X. And granted, they're an awesome fucking rock band, you know what I'm saying? But like, so you might even have people that come just to see you and bounce or whatever, or
Man,
you might catch some of that crowd that came for somebody else and they hear you going off and like, whoa, you know,
according to the map, I'm gonna be like right in front of like the main entrance and parking and shit like that. I
uh,
don't care how many fucking people are there, as long as I catch the ears. Like
Gloom
let's
needs to sign my face so I can get it tattooed.
let's do it. Let's do it. Hey,
Man,
I'm gonna be there the whole motherfucking time too. Let's go.
that's the best shit. There's an artist that will show up for their set and bounce. Don't be that fucking guy.
No, I'm
Boy.
either leaving here the 12th or the 13th. It may be the 12th because I didn't book a fucking appointment in time to get a real ID out in Tennessee. You have to have a fucking star to fly at the moment.
Yeah, dumb
But
shit. My ID
at,
already had it, but
At the
I
same
don't
time,
fly
like
neither.
I'm bringing all this fucking merch. I'm not about to deal with TSA with all that shit. But either way, I'm gonna be there the whole fucking time.
Gloom stopped by Camp Squirrel Keepers, asked for widget.
Hey, hit me up on Instagram, Gl00M DKC.
All right, another either or, pie or cake
I don't like desserts.
at
The only,
all.
the only dessert that I have ever liked was my grandma's pound cake, and my fucking dog
Oh,
chewed up her recipe. So that's kind of
terrible.
yeah, dude. I don't eat fucking. I hardly ever eat fucking
Are you like
candy.
a health fanatic? You like be eating the
I'm not a
perfect
health.
diet?
I'm not a health fanatic. I kind of one year I kind of just said fuck it and was like I'm not eating meat anymore.
Oh, you're
And
vegan?
no, I'm not vegan. I ended up being pescatarian. I went vegetarian for almost like 2 years, but I recently became pescatarian because I ended up with like high blood pressure out of fucking nowhere. So I had to like start eating fish so I get like omega-3 and shit back into my body. And like
So is,
I just checked my blood pressure like last weekend and that shit was down like 20 points. I'm back to normal damn near.
so is pescatarian a vegetarian diet but add fish? Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I got a homie that's vegan. I used to watch the man eat steaks and cheeseburgers, and I
See,
mean,
but
I'm all for people doing whatever is best for them. If they want to do it for them, not because somebody else or not for whatever. I ain't gonna hate on somebody. I don't
yeah, for
understand
sure.
it, you know what I'm saying? But
Like
I'm curious to even learn occasionally, you know what I'm saying?
with veganism and keto things, that's too complicated, and I don't have that type of time in my fucking life. Like if I want a fucking steak, I'll eat a steak. If I want a burger, I'll eat a fucking burger. Kroger, like
Right.
if I want a chicken sandwich, Kroger they literally sell fucking vegetarian chicken sandwiches that taste like chicken sandwiches. So it's like I'm not missing out on fucking anything. And like
Okay.
if I want a real burger, I will go fucking get one. Like I
Right, right.
like I ain't got time to like be restricting myself. If I want the shit, I'm gonna go get it. Like fuck it, dude.
Yeah, Ouija was vegan, and that's what I'm is vegan, and then like my homie, the one homie that I truly trust, you know what I'm saying, that I claim as my friend, my homie I mentioned earlier, his name's
Yeah.
Shay, and he's also vegan out of nowhere. Like the last 7 years, he's chose to do that, and
There's too many rules.
uh,
I don't like following rules. Fuck that shit.
yeah, yeah. Uh, all right, here's a weird one for you, but I do it for fun. You don't have a choice. The only choice you have is to choose one or the other. You have to make a 3 mile walk in the rain, or you got to make a 5 mile walk in the desert, provided some water and a couple shade spots so you don't dehydrate.
3 mile walk in the rain.
That's the going rate. I think two
Yeah.
artists ever said the desert.
Yeah, but dude, if I have to walk through the fucking desert, I'm about to just give up and just fucking die right there. Fuck that shit.
Listen, that's me. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you got me.
But so he actually made the set list too for the Gathering, Acetone Boogie. He's from Arizona, so he had said, "I'll take the desert. That's what I'm used to." So that I guess kind of makes sense, but still, no. I'm like, nah, you
I mean,
know. And
being
then,
from Arizona, he might melt in the rain.
right, because you can do your desert walk at night when sun and cool temperatures.
You still got to
Ah,
survive during the day. The fuck?
right, right, right.
You gotta make it to nighttime.
Right, 5 miles. So like, I don't know, me, I can walk 2 miles in what, a couple hours or an hour. I don't know. I think I've done the
See,
mile in like
back when I was like
30
16,
minutes
I was seeing someone,
walking.
but she lived like 6.5 miles away. I walked that shit like on a daily basis. It was totally fine.
Ah, well, yeah, shit. Then, but the environment of the desert would be different. Obviously, walking in sand and whatnot, and
Yeah, fuck
Obviously,
man.
dry air.
And you have like, and you more than likely don't even have a guide or anything to where the
No,
next
you just have it. You gotta make it where you going. Good luck.
yeah, like and
Signal
hell,
on your phone going in and out or something.
yeah, and like don't start getting delirious because then you're fucked. Fuck.
Fuck around and try to pet a rattlesnake. You're
Yeah,
done.
yeah, man, fucking cooked.
Uh, all right. Mexican food. Oh, damn it. You're okay. Just play along with this one. Mexican food or Chinese?
Oh man, I gotta go Mexican just because I always gotta have a margarita. Like,
All right. All right. I know you said your diet's a little different. I'm like, fuck, how's he going to do this one?
oh no, that's easy.
Yeah.
I can make fucking Chinese food at the crib. Like
Okay.
you can only
Yeah.
get an authentic Mexican restaurant experience.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, surfing or skateboarding?
Man, I kind of fucked with skateboarding when I was younger, but my mom, she only bought me those Walmart boards and they were way too wide for the feet. So it's not like I could learn any fucking tricks or anything.
Right.
I can't fucking swim, so you'll never see me on a surfboard. Like I'll drown as soon as I fucking get on. It's over with.
He's a floaty.
Yeah,
Nah.
it's over with, bro.
So I don't fuck with the ocean in the sense of I'd be scared of sharks. I've never seen the ocean. I've only been in interstates.
Yeah.
Skateboarding, I'm the same way. I fooled around as a kid, but I could never do tricks. I could drop in on a half pipe though at a skate park, so that was kind of cool. But I would more so like to like freestyle rollerblade than skateboard was my
I
type
feel like
of
that would
thing.
be fucking safer.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can still jack your shit up, but if you're just skating, free skating, not trying to jump or ramp
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
be
jumping off of like a
spontaneous.
fucking 24 flight step.
Right. So yeah. All right. So we have made it to the random, and it goes as follows. You're given $5,000 cash money, but you have to pick one store and you have to spend it all immediately. Where are you going? This can be a local store to you or a general chain store that's pretty much everywhere, or you can even move it to being an online store.
Indie merch store.
What is it?
Indie merch store, just so I could buy a bunch of fucking band t-shirts.
Okay.
Because
Hey, that's fair.
if I use that much money to buy a bunch of band t-shirts, I wouldn't have to fucking buy band t-shirts ever again.
Okay. I expect most artists to pick a guitar center, or, a music store. Like I'm gonna buy me some equipment, set up, but that's not
I
always the case. And I love hearing
no,
your guys' answers. I don't
I
try
have
to coach that answer or
I
question.
have everything I need. I'm a fucking simple ass dude. Like
Right.
I got my speakers right here. I have my interface. I have my mic. Fucking I have programs on my laptop. I have even if I want to jam, I have fucking like all these fucking digital neural DSP amps. I don't need to buy fucking gear. I have it all like literally all on here.
Hell yeah.
It was like might as well just buy a bunch of fucking clothes.
Dude, that's dope. All right, the next three questions, there's just three of them, are fill in the blanks.
Okay.
So the first one is my favorite vacation was blank.
Asheville, North Carolina. I saw the Devastation on the Nation tour. I have the poster on my wall. Dark Funeral, Belphegor, Incantation, Hate, Veil of Nath, and Nightmare. That was the very first time I'd seen any of those fucking bands, and that was the sickest fucking tour I'd ever witnessed. It was a
Hell
very
yeah.
and especially Dark Funeral and Belphegor, they came in from overseas, and that was like almost like the only time I'd ever seen an overseas band. And being in Asheville, North Carolina was literally so fucking dope. That's such a beautiful
That's
city.
It's so crazy you say that. The Gathering's the only reason I ever saw artists from overseas. Percy Bones, Sagon Umo. You know what I'm saying? They're from like
Oh
Spain
shit.
and shit, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, that's dope.
Crazy. So yeah. Um, and I would almost put the Gathering as one of my favorite vacations. As a kid, we didn't do the vacation. That's why I asked that question.
Fucking
Like my
same,
mom
dude.
might have took me to Six Flags once because we lived in St. Louis. Six Flags was right there. She might have got some tickets through work or something once or
Yeah.
twice. But in school, you hear people, "Oh, we're going on family vacation to Hawaii," or I don't know, insert blank, whatever. I
Yeah.
didn't go to Hawaii and or whatever. So I like to hear people's stories. I like to hear what people's favorite vacation was, and I would probably put the Gathering up there as one of my favorite
That'll
vacations.
probably
So.
that'll probably hit my fucking number one come August.
Yeah. I don't know, man. The concert you just mentioned sounds beautiful. My first concert experience, I was like 11 or 12, really not quite old enough to like really appreciate it, but don't get it twisted. I enjoyed myself. I got to see Def Leppard, and that's when they had the one-armed
That's
drummer.
it.
You know what I'm
Damn,
saying? That was tight.
that's super
So
dope.
yeah. All right. The bicycle I had most as a kid was blank.
Probably the ones that I stole.
Dude, so that's actually part of the reason why I put that one. It was nothing. It was almost like a code of conduct. If you were stupid enough to leave your bike unlocked
Yeah.
by the sidewalk or something, and I needed to get from A to B, it might have
Yeah.
got.
Yeah.
But
I was
and they
definitely
deserved it. So I
I was def-
thought.
I was definitely on that type of timing whenever I was younger. So I totally regret that decision, but it is what it is at that point.
Right. But the bike that I remember my mom actually purchasing for me, and don't get it twisted, I got my karma. My bike been stolen plenty of times.
Yeah.
But the first bike I remember, like my mom actually getting me, was a red Huffy Rocket. I do believe is what it was. But the bike I probably owned most or physically possessed most was a Mongoose or an X. And I tried to have the mags and the Fat Boy pegs on it, or at least
I
some
remember
regular pegs. You know what I'm saying?
I had a bike like this red mountain bike whenever I was younger, but there was a really steep street that I lived on, and I fucking like I was going super fast. I was like 10 or 11 going super fast down this fucking hill, and I hit something, and I flipped over the bike. The whole fucking bike flipped with me, and the bike got fucked up. And like
Ooh.
I like, dude, I got hurt so fucking bad, and like after that, I never owned a bike till I was like a teenager. So,
We got a random question submitted in, and that is if Gloom had to pick one artist to listen to for the rest of his life without switching, who would he pick?
who the fuck? Does it depend on album or just their music in general? Mm,
Uh,
Young
Widget,
Dolph.
answer that question better, as he just said. And we have another question from Pencil saying, what was your favorite childhood cartoon?
All right. I can still answer both of those. I could honestly listen to East Memphis South at no East Atlanta South Memphis mixtape Gucci Mane Young Dolph. I could listen to that for the rest of my fucking life and be fucking fine. Uh,
I'm
favorite
surprised you
child.
didn't mention Young Dolph as like the collaboration artist that you'd want to collab with.
I did. I did.
Oh, you did? Yeah, that's right. You did say it. My fault.
Uh, as far as favorite childhood cartoon,
He said
man,
that was up to him on the album or music. It just has to be one artist.
it'll if it's just one artist, give me high class street music 5 Young Dolph. I'll listen to that start to finish every single day. Um, favorite childhood cartoon, man, I'm not really sure. considering like having to grow up with 3 sisters, I would still try to wake up first. Just, man, low key, it'd have to be DBZ because I'd get home from school at 3 o'clock and my dad would be watching Jeopardy, and we only had one TV in the living room. But at 3:30, nobody was watching TV in the living room. I was watching Dragon Ball Z. So
Yeah.
I can only say that one honestly.
Man, it would depend on like the actual like TV show. Are we talking Cartoon Network? Are we talking Nickelodeon? Are we?
Damn! If it's just cartoon in general, fucking South Park. Like,
yeah,
that's plain and simple. Like cartoon, like South Park.
Right. When you think of '90s cartoon like Nickelodeon, what you got? Rocket Power, Rugrats, Cat Dog was my shit too. I would say Rocket Power and Cat Dog was my shit for like Nickelodeon '90s cartoon and Rugrats. Yeah. You can't.
I fuck with all those. I guess at the most, Hey Arnold for sure.
Ooh, Hey Arnold, move it, football head.
Yeah.
That's that shit, boy. Sure. Doug, old Patty Mayonnaise having that. Yeah, that's memory. Awesomeness. Okay, so I have. And y'all, if you got other real quick questions, get them in there. But I've done kept this man 2 hours, so I have the last fill in the blank question for him, and I'm gonna go ahead and ask it. If you guys submit something that I think is, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna ask one more that I feel needs to be asked, especially if somebody watches this between now and the gathering and they're coming to find you. Now, you said you've heard. You don't claim to be. I feel like maybe you're undiscovered, one of us. But being as you at least knew of ICP generally, I would say, growing up, and more so recently in indulging, do you have a favorite ICP song or one that you like?
The Dating Game.
All right. Hell yeah.
That was honestly one of my favorite songs since I was 14.
Hell yeah.
That's been one of the main songs that like I really fucked with from the first fucking day that I heard
it. Hell yeah. I had to ask something this whole time. You're about to be at the Gathering of the Juggalos, baby. Gloom at the Gathering of the Juggalos in 2 months. Y'all, you need to come check this man out. You've sat here, watched it. If you're watching this on the replay right now, we're getting to the end. And if you made it to the end of this on the replay, you were fucking awesome. You matter. Come show up for this dude. He said his set's going to be at what time? One more time?
1:50 on the iconic stage, man.
All right. And that is on a Friday, correct?
Yes, sir. Come experience the dark Memphis phonk.
Come see him live. I'm curious because I've only heard him on his recorded videos. People are different live. Some people are better. Some people are worse. Some people are just equal. It's just there. So I'm curious to watch you perform live, see your stage presence, and
you'll see how much of a musician I really am come that day.
Oh yeah. If I can make it to the gathering, I will find him. Widget, you better be coming this year, homie. I need my brother. All right, man. The last question I have for you that's fill in the blank is the best part about the beach, freshwater or salt water, is blank.
Staying away from it so I don't fucking drown.
I'll let you have it. I
don't go to the beach that often, man.
I'm a hippie, bro. I love nature. Most people, the first response is women in bikinis, typically. You know what I'm saying? And that's great. You know what I'm saying? I indulge in that. But for me, that's not it. It's realizing that there's something bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? No matter how strong or tough or gangster or whatever you think you are, you can't beat Mother Nature. She's going to humble you. She's going to put you in check, life is gonna say, no, you don't control this. You're just living in it. You know what I'm saying? You step up to some water, put your toes in the water, on the sand, or even out in the woods. You know, you just let go and take in and accept that fact that there's something other than you and bigger than you. I'm telling you, you'll look at the world a different way. You'll, just embrace it. And maybe that's my isolation because I don't really deal with people so much, but I can go, for a
Yeah,
4 mile walk in the woods and be completely happy and content, and you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So
totally feel that,
yeah.
bro.
Uh, this is your moment. Last minute shout outs. Anything you want to plug in, and we're gonna get all of his links. Anything that he wants you to have, all of his social medias, the correct spelling, and links to Spotify and YouTube and wherever his music is. And that's going to be found at the very top in the description of this video, right under his bio. So we will get that. But if there's anybody that you just want to vocally give a shout out to, or any last minute things, or any last minute questions you may or may not have for me or whatever,
Man, I ain't got no questions at the moment. Shit, we can just talk in person too. Fucking
yeah.
shout out fucking Tony Bone, I'll see you there. Shout out Gingerbread, I'll see you there, bro. Fucking shout out Bile, you helped me get fucking here, like especially with Bone Carver and shit. But like shit, if you know, if you supported me in general, fucking just thank you. You can find me on Instagram, Gl00M. All my shit will be back up on Spotify and stuff as of this weekend. Capital G, capital L00M. You won't fucking find anybody else named Gloom under that. There's too many Glooms, but there's only one of me.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. Dude, thanks again for your time
For
tonight,
sure.
hanging out with me on Little Old Wiggles, getting to know the artist. I like to end my streams the same way every time, and that's by the same way every time, and that's by saying tell somebody you love them. You don't know who needs to hear that shit, and it could be
Right.
you that could change or alter their way of thinking, what they're processing through, help them get them through that moment, that day, that time in life. You might have experienced it and have the answer that they're overlooking. When I was, you know what I'm saying, 19 and homeless, nobody thought I was homeless. They just thought I was a dirty ass kid sitting on a park bench, you know what I'm saying? And nobody said, "Hey, I can't offer you no money, but I'll listen. You need somebody to talk to." Nobody said that shit because nobody, usually cares. They're thinking about themselves. So just don't conspicuously hate. Tell somebody you love them. If you don't want to tell them this weird guy Wiggles loves them, okay? Because I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? It's been great. I'm really glad I got to know you. I think we'll get to know each other better now from this point too.
Oh yeah,
And
bro.
you're welcome to come back anytime as well. I tell every artist, come on back. Maybe we'll run a second round after the gathering and talk about your
Oh,
experience and
dude,
shit like that.
dude, yeah, let's fucking do that for sure. I'm sure I'll have a lot
Absolutely.
to talk about then.
Yeah, Gloom. Thanks so much, homie, and have a good night.
You too, bro. I'll see y'all soon.
Yep. Whoop whoop.
Whoa.